This podcast is powered by The Plug.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Welcome to another episode. We got a special guest here now tonight.
We on? Jumped right in.
Just say your name.
Oh, you got a pod name?
I ain't got no
Or get a rap name?
Man, listen,
Nickname?
Julyan Stone, Jay Stone,
he
the
said
one.
his
Anything
government.
you want, man. Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
Bet.
I ain't worried about
Like
it.
it.
You feel me? I'm at a new chapter. I'm trying to run it up.
We usually don't say names, but all right.
I say, man, I
respect
ain't worried
that.
about it.
It's usually
Whoever pop in, now they know where to find me.
That's beautiful.
Well, welcome to another episode. I hope to get in depth with you on everything you're about right now. Because people don't really know you like that.
Yeah.
Y'all were just in an argument about something.
Well, first off, before we go any further, we also got we got the drink of the week by our man Seven Hills Mixer as well.
The Porch
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's called Winter's Eve.
Yes, sir. That's what we made this week.
Hold up, what's in it? What's in it?
So Amaro, and then we start with the dry vermouth and some maraschino liqueur, followed by that Jeffers Creek bourbon. Nice stir up. Get it nice and chilled, and it's right. I feel like it's right.
Yeah, this shit's bomb.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Wow.
sir. Now,
Tastes like me getting fucked up.
It was definitely strong.
It compares to that,
Feeling good.
what was it, Velvet Berry? Because I didn't think anything would top that.
Did you
but
say elderberry?
Younger Berry.
Oh,
I said Younger Berry.
we
Why not
no,
elderberry?
that we don't do that. That's what Diddy did. We
If
don't.
they
do
got
that.
elderberries, they should have younger berries.
Older the berry, the sweeter the juice. I think it's the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah, well, yeah. She blacker than a motherfucker, too.
You can't eat those, though.
That'll get you.
You can't eat those.
that'll get you locked up.
You can't eat those
Nope.
ones.
Don't even mention the younger berry. Don't even think about it.
But I did say Velvet Berry just for the record.
Sure,
I
But,
said Velvet.
sure.
back to the intros. Our guy here today, he's played some ball overseas. From what I heard, you know what I'm saying, he does some coaching and some other odds and ends things, but I'll let the man speak for himself though.
Yeah,
Hold on. Played for the Nugs though too,
Yeah,
right? And the
hold on.
Raptors.
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, and the Raptors.
I got 4 years in the league. I
Okay.
spent my first 2 years here in Denver with the Nuggets, 2011, 2013.
Hell yeah.
Got some of the greatest OGs in the game out here in Denver. Birdman, Andre Miller.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? Great OGs. Then I went to Toronto, spent time up there. Then played with the Hornets. So I've been around, man. I also
Okay.
been cut by about 8 teams. You feel me? So at least I got the jersey. So it's love.
Hey man,
Hey.
it's all about that.
That's
how many
resilience,
times you
though.
get back up and
Yeah.
keep playing though, right?
Can you speak on Ty Lawson's alcoholism?
So Ty, listen, that's
He
crazy.
was at all the parties.
So listen, I was out. That
He
was
was at
that,
all
that-
the parties.
I was Ty's rook, right?
Yeah, right. Okay.
So
yeah.
I was his rook, right? So
Okay.
I was his. I was out with Ty all the time. I wouldn't say he had alcoholism. I would just say Ty liked to have fun.
That
He
nigga
did.
was
There you
an
go.
alcoholic.
He
Nah,
did.
but see what
Nah,
I'm saying.
come on,
This is what I say.
He was at every function.
Like
He was at all the parties.
that's the lifestyle though.
Exactly.
Like when this is the lifestyle that you live. We watch Allen Iverson. You hear these stories like this is just the lifestyle that you live.
Seen it
but
one
like for
time.
me, shit. Say what you want. Ty was the top 5 point guard in the league
years.
for a while where it
4
was
years.
it was like that. So like
But then he got his first driving under the influence charge.
yeah.
So
yeah.
as a hooper, does that lifestyle affect players?
Hell yeah.
So
Bro, it affects the niggas
are,
around.
are there a lot of players that fall off because of that?
100%.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to stay locked in.
You say that's the hardest part?
Hell yeah, I was a 15th man, and it was hard for me. I needed to try to get minutes, and I was still outside. You feel me? So you go through that. You go through it. The lifestyle, you making money. You know, you in the nicest hotels. You sit next to celebrities that you used to just see on TV. You feel me? So it gets to your head a little bit. It's not real. You know, it's not real. The lifestyle is not real. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
What makes you say it's not real? That's crazier than.
Because it's just not real. Like there's
it's
nothing
all
like
a bravado.
Yeah, it's not like it's this little duration of life that you have in the NBA. It's an NBA life. Like it's small, right? But when you get out of it, it's nothing like it. Like it's like it's. Okay. You're gone. Imagine you're gone every night, different city. Everything is accessible to you, right? Like,
automatically.
It's nothing like real life.
So what pro life is better, overseas or here?
Aha.
And what's the differences?
So hold on. Before you answer that, what's the midget content?
Hold on.
Let's wait. We'll get to that. Mine's got it's got a bit of a follow up to that. So let him speak on that, and then I'll continue.
The league from just the overseas. Outside looking in.
Where did you play too?
Like this year?
No. Where did you play?
So like as far as in Europe,
yeah,
I was in Venice, Italy for like 8 years, 9 years. Then I was in Naples, so I was on the Amalfi Coast. It's a different lifestyle. Over here is like you have the glitz, the glamour of the league. I'm traveling, I'm the nice hotels. Europe basketball is 10 times harder.
It's grittier?
Hell yeah, it's harder. It's two a day. It's like practice.
So the one that offended me, this nigga Luca said.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Luca and a couple of Euros have
way
said
harder.
It's easier to score.
Way harder in Europe.
Why?
Because they call fouls all the time here.
It's more physical. There's no defense at 3 seconds.
Yeah, there's no fucking paint presence.
There's no. In Europe, there's a huge paint presence.
No, there's no foul for standing in the paint.
And if you miss a shot and it hits the rim, you can knock it off the rim.
The goaltending shit.
Yeah, so it's like it's harder to score. You have no open lanes. NBA is all open lanes.
And
it's more of a scorer's
it's meant for that. It's meant for entertainment.
How do you feel about them just running up the score just so everybody can break records and they call fouls on everything? Because you can't play defense.
I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah, you can't play defense.
I don't get hand check no more and shit.
I don't listen.
But defense wins championships, and you last when you play defense. Everyone needs a hustle player.
All right. So you're saying the U.S. life is better?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. I say as far as like the way you travel, that is way better. In Europe, your life
European
living is way better. And then now Barcelona's 2 hours away, so I'm gonna go to Barcelona on a Saturday.
Barcelona on the weekend.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to Paris on a Monday because it's a 2-hour flight. It's 60
Hold
euros.
on, real quick though. You played outside of Europe though too, right?
I played. No.
Was it?
No,
I thought I saw Venezuela too.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot. I did just go to
Venezuela.
I just came back from Venezuela. I'm tripping.
So what's that like?
That shit was horrible.
Oh, it is.
That's a third world country. You can't go outside like that. You go straight to the game.
So it's just basketball, nothing else.
I had to get that shit back. I had to get that shit over.
So what's some of the biggest differences between the NBA and the EuroLeague?
Coaching.
How they pay you.
The pay is completely different, but coaching, you're allowed to coach in Europe. You're not bigger than the coach.
What about like the player treatment? What about like player treatment
it's a players league. True. NBA is a players league.
Because it's a business. Because it's a business.
In Europe, no player is bigger than the program.
That shit again. You're not bigger than your coach.
You're not bigger than your coach. You're not bigger than the program. You feel me? So
they just talking to you like any old way.
Yeah, it's like you know how back in the day your coaches used to talk to you. That's how European coaches
like high school type shit.
Don't get a Serbian coach. You get a Serbian coach, he gonna violate you. No, did he? And they with the shit. Like they'll fight you.
They'll talk to you.
They'll fight you too.
That's good.
Like imagine your country being bombed and it still looks like it's
That's
been
what you need out of a coach.
Let's bring that back.
I respect that.
The coaching culture.
So would you say you have more respect for the Euro coaching style than you do American?
100%.
Okay.
I think
because they cater too much to the superstar here.
Yeah, we can't coach. You can't
tell LeBron James what to do.
You can't do that.
So you're saying not
like David Blatt was a great coach, right? Blatt was a great coach in Europe, but he couldn't. You can't coach that way in the NBA. That's why some coaches struggle because in Europe I can coach you.
I can tell you what to fucking do.
Here I have to manage your personality.
I have to hope you listen to what I'm telling you.
So you're saying not just the physicality, but how hard the coaches push players is different.
Just talk.
NBA, you practice 45 minutes.
So it's easier.
You're managing little bitch ass prima donnas, bro.
You're managing
their feelings.
So you mean to tell me that basketball over in Europe is harder than football for them? Like because they get like
niggas, teams have gone missing.
No, football,
they get cards all the time. They get cards all the time.
This is what I realized. I'm gonna keep it real. This is what I really realized. We ain't shit. Hoopers, American football players, we ain't shit.
Prima donna.
Them European soccer players.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not even prima because they make more money. You're notoriety. Everybody plays soccer, dog.
They all know you.
It don't matter where you're at. You can go to the middle of Africa, soccer. Venezuela, soccer.
Way younger.
You play soccer, so they know Messi. They know all these. Like you talk about superstars.
Facts.
Soccer players are superstars.
Facts.
Like we go to the club, the basketball players in Europe. We go to the club in Milan. We think it'd be crazy. It's going crazy. Nah. The soccer players got a whole nother section in VIP in a room that you never heard. Like you don't even. It's a VVIP. It's different.
Oh yeah.
It's different.
Very, very important.
It's different, bro.
Yeah, because soccer's big
just catching up
internationally. I feel like football in the United States is big, but in other countries it's really
terrible.
not shit.
So right now we can go. I went to the Pro Italian American Football League. We can all right now go put on some pads and go out.
I believe
that we're
like that serious. Like that
I keep seeing them 40 and up or them 35 and up leagues.
No.
Well, they play with no insurance.
Them niggas is hitting though. Like in Europe, they ain't hitting like that. Like if it ain't rugby, you cool.
But these is washed up ass niggas that got something to prove.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and they playing for no insurance and no check.
That's why I didn't do it.
That shit is
I
wild.
wouldn't do that shit. I'm cool.
There were so many niggas that was trying to get me to play semi-pro football. I was like, bro, unless that check is crazy, I'm not playing.
Man, that gotta be at least a job.
That shit's gotta be.
You got no
insurance.
For me to run over the middle and get hit, and then go to work at a regular job.
And you still have to have another.
And you got a semi-pro quarterback. So if you play receiver, you got a semi-pro quarterback. Come on,
especially over the middle.
My brothers were all American football players. And bro, like one receiver was a quarterback.
They only pull defensive players from those leagues.
Yeah, no, they don't pull nobody. None of them ain't going nowhere. They gonna be right there, the MVP of the semi-pro league.
If anything.
Since we're talking sports, shout out to the Yankees for making it.
Big facts.
We're about to beat the Dodgers 4-2.
Oh no.
I can't tell you like I act like I know baseball. I don't.
You don't fuck with baseball?
No, I do. The thing is, one of my high school teammates, his name is Jaden McCann. He's been at MLB and is an all-star. But like I didn't know baseball. I was trash. But when I realized I was trash at a sport, I stopped fucking watching.
Stop doing it.
So I went out there, and my whole basketball team went out there, and like I'm cool. You're not throwing a pitch and it's coming close to me and telling me I gotta wait this little strike zone. I'm swinging at everything coming my fucking way.
I know that.
Yeah. Simple like that. And then in the outfield, I'm cool. I can run, catch, and throw that motherfucker. But
I feel you, but that's definitely not smart. But I feel you.
Nah, it's not. But shit,
I feel you.
That's the way I was looking. Like it ain't. Listen,
better to be aggressive though. You're supposed to go out swinging.
I was trash. I have no problem saying I was trash.
So your ERA was like 1.
The thing is with baseball, even if you're athletic, you still could be terrible at baseball because there's some great athletes that still suck at baseball.
Hell yeah.
No, baseball is a hard ass.
That shit's hella hard.
It's
hard as fuck.
Be patient. You gotta sit
hard
there.
as
You
fuck.
Batting average.
I think baseball and golf are pretty similar.
I suck at both.
Golf.
Look,
You could be fat
Some positions.
and still do okay.
So
You can't be a fat shortstop or a center fielder.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
unless you're a pitcher, that's the only way.
Maybe
that
at
works.
first base.
But golfers,
Catcher.
Maybe first base.
I'm talking about in
for
baseball.
sure.
But no, hold up.
There's still some good athletes that play baseball though.
So back to you playing overseas. What was your you ever have a language barrier moment?
All the time.
Yeah.
I just sit there pretend I understand motherfuckers.
Did you try to learn the language?
I can understand Italian,
That's what's up.
but I can't speak that
That's
shit.
That's what's
I
up.
can't speak that
What
shit.
was your illest language barrier moment? Like, yes, you can.
for that shit.
Completely
You know what would be
crazy
the
moment.
worst is like in an emergency situation.
Yeah, like, bro, like I done got
When
an
it's
accident.
serious.
I done got an accident
Yeah,
in the
when it's
car,
serious.
and like you don't understand shit. Now the police are looking at me, and it's not my fucking fault, but they
Right.
can't understand me.
What's one that stands out?
I mean,
That one.
that one, the one that,
That one.
like that, like I never forget. I got hit in the car, and bruh, the police came, and the people tried to blame it on me, and I couldn't speak the language. They didn't understand me, so now I'm behind in the cop car.
There's just not
And-
as much
and
racial
I don't-
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
It's different out there.
But
mean,
still,
we had-
in
no,
that situation, how do you get your point across? How did that? How did that end
I
up?
had to get a team. I had to text the
Pull out your
team
phone,
manager,
nigga.
and he had to come and talk to me.
And translate.
But I mean, this is the thing. Like, it comes up, but once you like, as humans, bro, we can communicate without language.
Yes. Facial
And
features.
yeah, facial features and all that.
That's what animals
So
do.
once you kind of get by that, it's not
And
not that
you can
hard.
understand what your intentions are behind any words, whether it's the barrier or not. Like if you say I'm hungry in any
Yeah.
language, it's still I'm hungry.
All right.
But it's
Speaking
the
of
same thing.
Speaking of, I'm hungry though. What's some of the best food that you've had internationally?
Italian pasta is
Italian
amazing. That I won't eat pasta in the United States no more. Period.
What's your
Okay.
favorite pasta from Italy?
Her favorite dish?
I like angel hair with
No. Hold on. I got
Hold on, let him answer it.
I got
Let him
a
answer
better
it.
question. Wait,
No,
before
no,
you
no. Let
answer
him
it.
answer it.
I like the linguine with clams.
Okay.
with clam.
Clams.
Okay.
They got the white wine. I like that's
That's a little upper crust.
that.
actually.
Yeah, nah, but see that's the thing. In Italy, it's only $7
every
for
day.
that. It's
so
€7. I'm
much
eating
normal.
good.
Yeah.
They're like walking down the
Especially in
beach
the
and like
South.
Yeah,
find
they're
some clams.
used to
and-
it.
So speaking of
Cook
Italy,
this up.
you ever, your first time in Italy, you ever order something and they look at you like, yo, what the fuck you talking about?
Nah, so I ordered pepperoni pizza, right? When I first got, I don't eat pork no more, but I ordered pepperoni pizza, right?
You shouldn't.
And that
Yeah,
shit
pork's
was
gross.
not pepperoni. That shit was peppers. And I come back like, no, pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
They're looking at me crazy.
That's
for
the sausage.
and then it's Salamino Picante.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then I'm showing them pictures, and that was one, like, for me that I ordered some fucked up shit. But I was known for ordering some fucked up shit, dog. Like, you just start, like, because I
You
can't
just
read
gotta
it, so
try
I'm
it.
just like,
Yeah.
Disappointed.
like, bro, I ate a lot of shit that I would never try in the
good.
States
Yeah,
that's
when I
okay.
was over there.
That's
Bro.
okay.
Like, just because I'm
Broaden your horizons.
I'm in fucking Venice, Italy. I was not supposed to be here, dog. So I'm
A
going
million
to
times
try
over.
this shit. And like my family out there, man, we gonna enjoy this shit. Like we is
Okay,
not,
so
we
in
ain't from here.
In Venezuela, what were you eating?
Man. Yeah, but rice, hella rice.
Seafood and rice.
It was real more rice, bro.
Yeah.
More rice
beans.
and chicken, rice and beans, like
Okay.
that. I was there for a month, but I had to get the fuck up out of there because we stayed in hotels. Like we stayed in this. It was like a resort, which was actually pretty solid, but you couldn't leave the resort, so
Don't leave the resort
it got repetitive. So
Yeah.
but it was like it was cool. But actually, Venezuela
That's
was
why you
solid.
stay South America for like a week. And then you
Yeah,
go
I
back
couldn't
to your
do it
crib.
again because it just at this particular point of my career, like I'm cool. I need to be.
Where's the
not-
ideal place for you to land if you're still trying to stay on the Euro side?
I'm going to Italy.
Okay.
Just because
just stay
Just
in
because
Italy?
I've been there so long.
Comfortable there?
I'm comfortable. Whatever I
Nigga, so
need
do you
is
speak
whatever.
any Italian?
Man, I know enough to get by. Like enough to get by.
Andiamo.
Nah, like how you speak?
Una bene.
He must play Mario Brothers or some shit.
No, bro, I'm very
No,
This nigga watch a lot of YouTube videos.
No, but where are you from? Like your culture, like where are your ethnicity, like your people?
everything but rice nigga and sand nigga.
All right, like are you an island? You like are people from the island?
Nah, so this
Some
is
of them.
This
You
is,
sound like when I first met you, I thought you was from the island.
so my guy is Mr. Multicultural.
Huh.
Like he is the definition of multicultural.
Everything but rice and sand.
So me on the other hand, I be getting on this nigga because I'm Haitian.
You're Haitian. Word.
Like deeply rooted Haitian.
Word. I got a lot of Haitian people. A lot of
First
word.
generation born here.
My
in the
third
US
favorite
and
culture.
shit. So it's like
Damn. You
strict
get
as fuck. Type
you was
shit.
in Denver? How'd you guys come from Denver? I know hella
We both
Florida.
from New York, B.
Well, I mean, I came from
nigga's
New
from
York
Brooklyn.
first.
Okay, there
and
you
then I
go.
moved out
He's
here.
a
Word.
Flatbush, Flatbush.
Brooklyn, stand up.
There you
Word
go.
to the gods.
Flatbush, what up?
Real tight right now.
Yo, that's on my mother.
All
That's on my
right,
mother.
calm down. Slow it down.
Yo,
slow it down.
Dunny.
Slow it down.
You think it's gotta be real tight out here in Colorado, son.
All right.
He said, "Nigga, shut the fuck up."
I'm tight right now.
All right, nigga, you made your point. Relax. But you know, so I get the foreign living. You know what I'm saying, and how that lifestyle is. So. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. With Haitian parents, because a lot of times, like, I tell people, like, American black is different.
Oh, so then time out.
Completely different.
Different.
Oh, yeah.
You saying that his last name has some mad lineage.
Yeah.
His people were the niggas who started the revolution against the French in Haiti.
Maybe not started, but you know.
Okay, well, that's crazy.
I guess they didn't.
You know, but regardless, I definitely have grown up with that, like, that whole Kendrick shit. They not like us shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why that hits on so many levels and how it's different. And you know what I mean?
It's different. Like, I had a different the impression of black people from other than America, for me, was completely opposite than what I really found to be black folk from all over the world, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And this might sound crazy. As American blacks, whatever you want to call us,
I feel like I know where you're going.
We are probably the most uneducated out of all. Now, when you talk about our attention to detail from education to learning multiple languages, all my African partners, and that's who I've been around being in Europe, because you're not just black. Okay, I'm from Senegal. I'm from Haiti.
Yeah.
I'm from Cameroon. I'm from wherever. Like, right? Like, you know, multiple languages. Like, and it's just normal. Yeah. They're understanding of life, right? Yep. Like, they might have different as far as why they're culturally not where we are here, but as far as intelligence, man, like it's way further. And I didn't understand that until I'm like, damn, but y'all knowing 4 or 5
I saw the same thing. So there was a bunch of dudes that I ran track with that came straight from Kenya, and it was fucked up because they didn't even fuck with most American blacks. They didn't like how they were raised. They didn't like how they acted. None of that shit. They barely fucked with them.
It's not our fault.
It was wild to me.
Yeah. Then that threw me off. Maybe y'all know. I mean, you come in every shade.
We all black.
We all black. You got the beard, bro.
We all black.
Hey,
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. What, are you white?
You see?
No, he's black.
Nobody knows, all right?
Nah, he's like Middle Eastern.
He like us. He like
He
that.
got some type of Middle Eastern. I'm dead. I'm for real, bro.
He could be in the elemental P community.
I lived in Turkey. You got some type of Middle East. You ain't just normally white.
So with that being said, since you've been on both sides, Europe and the NBA, what's your favorite venue to play?
Oh, all right. That's
number one spot to play. Like,
that's a good one.
You see that motherfucker on the calendar and you like, yes, that's my spot.
You played at
I mean,
hold on, I'm gonna let you.
For me, Staples.
Okay.
Because I was back home.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And so I got to play against Kobe, that motherfucker.
That's what's up.
And so it was different. And it's like I'm back. I used to wear a Kobe stopper shirt growing up out there. So to come back home, that was always like, I'd have made it. I'm from California. I made it to the highest arena you can play. I made it there, and that was like Golden State as well.
Did you score on Kobe?
Oh yeah,
I got me a little bang out, man. So
what was your Kobe experience?
Yeah,
what was that?
Which one, man? Kobe. I had a Kobe when I was we're playing him in the playoffs. It's a fadeaway, and it's like bouncing on the rim, and I'm like, hell nah. Like, and I'm gonna just sit on the bench. I'm the 15th man, so I'm not playing.
Hold up, we who? What team?
Denver.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there, right, on the bench. I know I'm not getting in. And it's like bouncing. I'm like, hell no. And he kind of like stops and looks at me. It's almost like now it's going slow motion. Like, who are you? And then that motherfucker just yak out. And then like Coach Carl just looked at me like, shut the fuck up.
So did you get the pre-warning? Don't talk no shit to Cole. Don't talk no crazy shit to this nigga on the court.
Like the game I got to really hoop against him, I thought I was getting cut. And this was actually when I was in.
So you had to ball out.
It was in Toronto, bro. We had made this trade, and now we were over the limit. So somebody was getting cut the next day, and I happened to have, it was me, Dwight Bikes, and DJ Augustine were all fighting for this second string spot. And we were in the Staples Center, so we got to play. And it was the game Kobe came back, I believe, from the ACL or whatever, Achilles.
Okay.
And so he's coming back, and so I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to play. I'm going to be gone. So I end up getting the second string, and I never get to play. Man, I come down. Xavier Henry's guarding me. I cross over. Kobe's in the corner. I kind of give a fake, and then Jordan Hill comes over. Give me a dunk, right? And, like, I don't dunk on nobody. I don't score. But I remember, like, all I hear is my auntie, choo-choo. The whole gym, right? Like, it's a Staples Center, but I hear my auntie. And I remember looking at her like, damn, Auntie Terry. And my parents were up there, like. And I just remember that because it was impactful for me just to be on the court with Kobe.
Definitely.
And being able to do that. And it was shit. That shit was just, to me, I wasn't supposed to be in that position, bro. It was till the last day of signing the Division I scholarship till I signed. I was lying to people. I had offers. I didn't have no motherfucking offers. I had nothing, right? Like, I went undrafted. I got promised the 43 to the Lakers, 32 to Detroit. So I have this big draft party thing. I'm going to get drafted. And Brandon Knight messed up the whole draft. The next thing I know, I wasn't drafted. I had 100 people right there at the draft party. And I'm going into a lockout. So I'm like, fuck. Like, I really don't know what the fuck to do.
That's
You feel
crazy.
me? So
Damn.
I wasn't supposed to be there, dog. You know what I'm saying? So every moment to me was just like, even from being able to go out and, like, I'm in the club with some of these dudes. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the club with these motherfuckers. Like, this shit is not, like, I'm calling my partners back at home like, yo, y'all got to come up here.
That's
like,
wild.
This shit don't make no sense. Me in the club, like, my best friends is like, Ty Lawson picking up my best friend, they going out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Little shit like,
of course.
For us, it's like, but I'm saying, like, whoever it was, like, it was that.
Crazy.
Nah, Ty, I think everybody thought, like, Ty was outside.
No, I fuck with Ty Lawson.
Ty was outside, but I think it was.
I just saw him everywhere I went.
Yeah, he was out. That's what I'm saying.
I was like, why are you here
then
too?
I was definitely there too. I was definitely there with him because I was with Ty all the time.
So let's get on a little bit more funny shit. Who was the mustiest player you either played with?
Wow.
You either played with or played
You
against.
about to out somebody right now.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
my
nigga.
God.
Let's go.
Out
I'm gonna be
right
honest
now.
with you.
Absolutely. Let's go. Either overseas or
That's
here.
terrible.
Regardless, who top?
That's
Who was, you know what I'm saying? And the whole squad knew, like, yo, you guard that nigga, good luck. You better wash your ass 4-5 times, cause nigga, you about to stink for a week.
That's terrible.
Man. And I ain't gonna lie, in the league, I wasn't up close to nobody like that, so I can't do that. And the fuck, God, the mustiest nigga.
It's a tough one, eh?
I'm trying to think. I'll be up all niggas, but there be some niggas just be stank at practice.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
Yeah, rich and still stink. That's crazy.
Damn, nah, but it be in Europe because sometimes them Europeans don't be wearing shit, bro, and they just be stanky.
Ah, god damn.
Damn, bro, I don't know, dog. I gotta think about that one. I had a lot of
You
teammates.
didn't want to out anybody.
Nah, it ain't about out number. Now I
respect
just
that.
gotta think of which ones, like what
Said
year.
there's so many.
Nah, because I gotta go through years. Like I'm thinking 16 years, and like I remember. The worst part is I remember there was a year where I had a teammate that was stupid musty, and I'm trying to remember what year that was. I'm trying to remember what year that was in my head so I can remember who the fuck it was.
So you said 16 years. What are you thinking? I wanted to give props to that too, because playing in your mid-30s or especially after that, that's like that's a rare group.
No, that is, but
And
that's
undrafted,
Because I mean,
absolutely.
that's not old in just regular life, but to be a professional at any sport,
I be feeling
there's
old.
not a whole lot of 35-year-olds, 36, 37.
Bro, especially
So-
to even get into the league undrafted
So
Nah, that
so
shit's crazy.
and stay in the league for as many years and as even though
That's
you know
what I was
there
gonna
was a lot
ask.
of teams.
Bro, it was a lot.
so what's the secret to playing for 15, 16 plus years?
Right.
Because that shit's rare.
I think like for me, shit, it would have been 15. Well, yeah, it would have been 15. I think for me, bro, like it was always having a will to want to be great and wants to prove something, right? Like
So you enjoy it still.
I enjoy it, but like for me, I love
Drive to
I
push.
love coaching kids now. Like that, I have way more fun and purpose in doing that. Like that energy I gave in basketball.
That's more meaningful?
And what?
That's
like,
what's up.
my rah-rah, like, I talk shit. I'm that motherfucker. Like,
I love it, though.
Yes.
I love it.
as a coach, I'm that motherfucker.
That's
now,
an
too,
art.
though. So
No,
like
that's an
for
art.
me, like my kids that I coach, they don't get normal coaching that you would see just if you go here. Like
That's okay.
if you're soft, you're acting soft. I'm not hearing none of that. Go take your ass on the bench.
Yep.
And like
Yep.
the parents understand because I love my kids so much. So like I can get on them, and 3 of them cry at practice. Don't get me wrong. It sounds
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Whatever.
But
Oh, bro, look.
but
Whatever.
that next day.
That's my son, bro.
Yeah,
But,
whatever.
but dog, I'll have 10 kids at my house just chilling, playing right after practice. So it's like they know I got so much love for them that
Well,
what
they know
I'm
you
saying
care.
that there
If you
go.
put that much energy in, you know what
Right.
all the coaches used to tell me? If we stop getting on you, then we don't give a fuck no more.
100%.
Then we don't care. So if you
100%.
getting on them, it's
It's because
you
I
s-
believe
and you
something
see
in it.
something.
There
You
go.
see something.
So now we
That's
talking
what
about
everyone said.
now
Wait
we
till
talking
they
about
stop
the young
talking
one.
to you.
Yeah.
So his son's been playing longer than my oldest. Our oldest are the same age. Yeah, pretty much. So my man over here, his son got my man's finessing over here, all right? Finessing.
Still needs to get more physical. But yeah.
Okay, but
I be watching.
regardless, my man's finessing. You see my man play.
Yeah.
So my son, he's a very fast learner.
Okay.
Very fast, you know what I'm saying? And he's very hard on himself, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get better. You know what I'm saying? Like his own internal drive is a little bit crazier than normal type shit. And he's been playing a lot shorter than everybody else. And I'm very like,
That's what you need.
I'm so picky about who he play for or
Man,
who he
what?
gets coached by.
Man, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like his only few years that he's been playing or he played team ball was only because I knew who he was being coached by. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm with you. I'm already know what type of time you on.
And since then it's like I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm hesitant, but
Because coaches are more than just coaches. Like if you really want to hoop, and what you talk about your son, right? I wish my son has a little bit of that, but I'm trying to get that click in him where I have the drive. I want to be. I'm not there yet, but that drive is gonna get him over whatever hump that he needs to get to.
what got
He's
him-
gonna hate it.
What
He's
got
gonna hate
my
losing.
man hesitant is like game experience. He's got no game experience
So how does he get it?
by playing, but that's my fault. But you know what I'm saying, for not getting him in those type of situations.
10.
Absolutely, but it's the confidence level, you know what I'm saying, versus game time and then playing out here with the homies.
It's completely different. Even my son,
I got to get him to click and be like, it doesn't matter, and it's
It
a
does,
hard thing.
because I argue with my kids that I coach in North Carolina, because when I see them go out play in the park and shit, they play harder. They then when they get in the game, I'm like, you
because they know they're people.
Overthinking shit.
Yeah, and so that's normal. Only thing you got to do is keep him. He got to play. He got to be able to play a couple games
to where it's second nature.
To where it's second nature.
Yeah.
But it's also like, the thing is that these kids also play way too many games, bro.
Dude,
there's not enough practice.
I've heard that argument.
That boy outside so much.
I've definitely heard that argument.
I'm talking about actual games. You'll see 5-6 games right in one weekend, but you only have one practice that week, 2 practice. Oh, yeah, how does that? When do you play more games than practice?
There's a particular
in football.
League.
In football, right? Mm-hmm. You practice. Friday night you play, so you're practicing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for one game on Friday.
Dude,
they also have to do that in football, because if they was playing multiple times a week, niggas would be dead.
But I'm just talking about from a conceptual standpoint.
True.
In order to prepare, you have to go over and learn the game.
Exactly.
And
So there's a particular
figure out what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Figure out what shit you got to fix.
So out here in Colorado, like the only leagues that are, unless you know somebody or you've been playing since knee high type shit, you know what I mean, other than like club shit, the AYLs is no more, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. It's specific, like you got to do tryouts, you got to be, you know what I'm saying? There's no more, we just put all these kids on here. We got all these kids that signed up.
Yeah.
The only other thing they got now is this other shit that you practice on the same day you play.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's that I-9 shit.
I-9, yeah,
What
we got
the
that.
fuck
Yeah,
do you learn,
I hate that. But that's where
I coached my kids on that shit because I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna let you do that.
That's where it's watered down.
And do that shit by somebody else's hand and learn somebody else's bad habits. Fuck that.
It's watered.
That's why when you play some dogs, then that shit's you get a wake up call.
It's watered down because everybody now goes to this AAU scene. Instead of, we used to just be in the Boys and Girls Club, the rec, the whatever. Right. That was our thing. Then if you were the best in that, you got selected to go play a couple teams from a different city. Exactly. Now you got 50. Everybody's dad got a team, right? So
that's why it's hard to get gym time. That shit's crazy. I've never seen somebody fight for gym time so much.
No, but that's everywhere in the country.
That shit's crazy.
My kids practice outside, though. My kids don't touch the gym. My kids don't even touch a basketball 2 times. They practice. We have, my schedule is, we have Monday skill development work. Tuesday we got practice. Wednesday skill development work. Thursday practice, and then we might play that Saturday or we'll have like open gym. But those 4 days, right? On that Tuesday, Thursday we practice, they ain't touching no ball. They asses
I need to
running.
send my kids to show.
We're running. I'm great. We running 20/20s, the same thing I learned in college. Like, we are practicing like I do in college. Forget that. Y'all worried about shooting all the degrees. Y'all gonna be mentally tough.
Yeah, I love it.
Y'all gonna be mentally tough because I'm telling you, my team, no lie, our first 6 months we didn't even get close to winning the game. We was losing by 30. 35.
They need that.
And we talking, you go to South Carolina, you talking about 4th grade, and you imagine seeing a 4th grader that's 5'7".
Right.
135, 140.
And
that's
bully.
normal. And running, listen, everybody play football and basketball, so they're running
tough
equivalent to a 4.2 speed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And they're running on them, but still.
And they're aggressive. Everything's aggressive. So my boys were getting
Where do I sign my niggas up?
Listen, it's one of them things where you have, like, my son, like, end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. His mom made him run from that smoke because it was getting tough on him.
Oh, really?
And it wasn't getting tough, but it wasn't getting tough where it was. He was about to switch. He's about to make that. But it was, hey, you got to be a dog.
Yeah.
She knows, and no disrespect.
That is the only way.
It's either man up or you take your ass down and sit down.
She know in Colorado, no disrespect.
It's softer.
He can be soft and he can be a little white boy.
Toby!
I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody that's in here, but I can do that. In North Carolina, you got to be strong enough within your manhood as a black man. I mean, you got to act gangster,
right?
But you got to be enough.
You're not getting punked, though.
You're just not getting punked,
yeah,
but you can be an educated, want to be a doctor, but you going to stand on your ground. Here it don't. You ain't got to do that.
Because you raising a young black man.
You can't run from the smoke. And everything that I say, my son, and we still talk about now.
Yeah.
It's the same.
We're on the
thing.
same page.
It's the same thing he has to get done there, but now his environment doesn't allow him to be nothing but that. So if you don't, your ass gonna get beat up or fall on the ground every freaking time.
Yep.
So guess what? You better get up, cause this is life, dog. This ain't basketball.
Right.
Life a competition, bro. And the problem is, I'm not raising my kid to fucking compete. I'm raising my kid to dominate, my nigga.
Right.
Yep.
I'm waiting to dominate.
I don't want him to be average. I want him to fuck everybody else up.
I want to fuck everybody else up because of life. But if you're trying to be, listen, I'm raising my kid to be a top 1%. I don't give a fuck.
Because they only take the
As
top.
you should.
And now if he don't get there, he don't get there. But as long as if he has that mindset, he's gonna be the best that he's supposed to be.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's all that fucking
Yeah,
matters.
you did your part.
You can be weak as fuck at basketball, right? But if that's the best you can be, then motherfucker, you gonna be the best Jaden, but you still weak, bro. But shit, you the best you supposed to be. I'm cool.
To your full potential.
I can live with that.
Yeah, to your full potential.
Yo, that's how
Yo, he got it though.
I got
he
three,
got it.
I got 3 boys, my nigga. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I tell they all. Ooh, I got 2 mama's boys.
Oh yeah, I got mama's boy.
I got 2 mama's boys. All right. You know what I'm saying? I tell Mom Dukes all the time, you know, I know they young. I know you need to nurture at certain times. I know it's appropriate at certain times. But you know what? They got to man up more than they get coddled now, especially my oldest.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing them no favors by saving them and telling them, you know what I'm saying?
They got to figure that shit out. Figure that
you know
shit
what I'm
out
saying?
before it's too late.
Before you
Figure
gotta
that shit
let
out.
that nigga man up a little bit to his age.
Let me ask you a question. What is our job as parents to instill in our kids and make sure when they leave the house they are supposed to? What is our job? What are we supposed to make sure they're capable of doing?
That they're capable of living without us.
Right. So
independent.
Yeah. They can maneuver, right?
Yeah.
Our job is not to protect our kids.
No.
Our job is to prepare our kids.
It's the wrong P.
It's the wrong P, and that's the problem. We spend time protecting them. When they get out, they can't sit there and maneuver.
And you can't always be with them either, so you got to know that they can handle that shit on their own, because you can't be with them everywhere that they're at.
We constantly talk about today's society, but we feed right into the bullshit. Like, everything, bro, you got to protect your kids, bro, but you can't sit there and not have your kid know how to walk up to the fucking corner and to the street and know how to go to the corner store and get you some fucking almond milk, motherfucker. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So they got to know how to do this at a certain age, because at some point life going to hit them and your ass ain't going to be there.
Yep.
And it might be for 2 hours. They got to figure out how to live a life, maneuver, stay safe, and still be able to protect themselves from that.
Like we said, you got to be prepared.
You have to prepare.
Got to be prepared for that shit.
And the thing is, as young men, they are trying to take masculinity away from our men so freaking much right now, dog. And the easiest thing to do is tell them what fathers do, which is any book that you read, any religious book that you read, tells us we're there to discipline and instruct. Right? We're not there to coddle as fathers. No. Discipline and instruct. So our job isn't easy. It's not easy. But we're in a time now as today where fathers need to be as present and as available to their kids.
Facts.
Because they're trying everything to take, especially our young boys, they're trying everything to take our young boys away from us.
Well, and I already went over this in one episode, but I worked with at-risk youth for like, give or take, like 10 years. And the common theme with a lot of the kids that was locked up or in the system, they didn't have a father.
100%.
Didn't have a father.
At the end of the day, as my mom, had a single mom. My dad was outside, so he was outside, right? But like, there gets to a certain point. As good as my mom was, as strong as my mom was, everything she told me that, nigga, my balls dropped. You feel me? I start. Wait a minute, bro. Like, I'm feeling myself a little bit, and what you telling me, I'm hearing it, but I'm not meaning to be this way, Mom. But this is just part of me becoming a young man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, right? But this is just, I'm feeling myself right now, and I never forget. It was I got to that point, and she called my dad, and he was solid at that point. He ran in the house, grabbed me by my damn shit like this, lifted me up, And I was sitting there like, at that point, I went from being a man to like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah,
and my dad was like, I'm 6'5", 6'6". My brother's 6'5", my brother's 6'4". My dad 5'8", 5'7". But Emma got up, and I'm like, oh shit, like, I don't.
That's
man,
man.
bro. That you a man. Like this, I feel this is the difference of a man and a young man. You feel me? Like, let me.
That shit shocks you a little bit.
Man, what?
In my opinion, what I think these last generations are missing is the big homie.
100%.
Even with those single mothers, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a part of that single mother.
Yeah,
I
me
had
too.
big homie on
Big
the block.
homie, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit we did out in the street, whether we've, you know what I'm saying, snuck outside to go play outside, whatever. We didn't go further than right here because it was like, yo, where the fuck you going? You know damn well you ain't supposed to be going that far.
Yeah,
I know your ass just snuck out. Don't your ass leave this block.
Yeah.
And then watch everybody else go around the corner or go wherever they want to go, but your ass can't leave the block because Big Homie says keep your ass here. Because you rather not grab the ass whooping from Big Homie in front of all your boys.
All your people, that's a fact.
And get embarrassed on top of hurt.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, get snitched on because that nigga definitely
Now
gonna
you
take
really
your ass
about to-
upstairs and be like, yo, this nigga snuck out, and I caught his ass just now. He ain't gonna snitch on you all the way, but he gonna take your ass upstairs when you out of pocket all the way.
You know what's crazy is the big homies when they're doing calls like in juvenile detention centers and shit. The big homies will keep them, all the youngins, they'll keep them in line more than the people that are face to face with them every day. They'll get on a phone call with them and have them acting right from a phone call.
Well, and that's what we lacking though, cause they done got so many niggas out of that lifestyle and to walk their path. There was nobody that was left behind per se.
That's I think I was about to go with it, yeah.
To take on that big homie role.
But that's how
it's
much.
Little niggas showing little niggas at this point.
Would you say your big homies were solid? Your big homies did you justice?
To a certain point.
Okay.
To a certain point, absolutely.
Because I had this conversation with, because there's some jits back from my hometown that I'm like, bro, like we gave them time every summer. I'm with them, right? But they needed me more consistent, right? Mm-hmm. But I was too busy following what my big homies did and what they didn't do. And now I'm making it, and they're seeing that, right? But I can't give back that time. And it was our whole little group, right? My best friend is a strength and conditioning coach for the Miami Heat, bro. We shared the motherfucking clothes together. You feel me? My other best friend, his dad put the ball in my hand. He's at one of the head at Adidas. You feel me? So like, I saw off on the Boys and Girls Club, bro. Like none of us came from nothing, but we just grinded and but we left, right? How much of the big homies that really needed to be big homies left and did better for themselves that now they're not in that community because of that, right? Because so now I look at my community back home and it's the big homies in the community, they was never even supposed to be in that position, but the real big homies is out doing what they were supposed to be doing, hoping to inspire, but not understanding the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, for me, I see, because the people that really supposed to be big homies ain't the big homies in the community. It's really the motherfucker that ain't got the experience.
You're talking about good example and bad example.
And there are bad.
Just in general. Just in
so
general.
When they leave, though, there are bad examples.
When you strive for more, like if you're the big homie striving for more, right? And I'm a young.
Then you should be doing more.
Then you leave where you're at.
But you do got some.
Do as I say, not as I do.
But you do got some that like can say, yo, like I messed up. I'm trying to. This is what let me guide you, bro, because just I know this from life. Maybe I'm not messed up, but I just know this life experience. But a lot of people, we're trying to advance in life. How many niggas is trying to stay in the hood? There is niggas that's trying to stay in the hood, but are you teaching the kid, yo, you need to stay in the hood? Or you trying to teach the kid, unless you're trying to change the hood, get back, we're trying to elevate, or you're telling the kid to go elevate. So you're telling the kid in New York, you tell the kid from Compton, yo, stay in Compton, or you telling the kid to go to Santa Barbara and go to Santa Barbara and get this nice ass house and raise your kid in a good district or whatever, right?
Well,
like,
shit, I can attest for me and where I grew up. None of my niggas I grew up is still on the same block my grandma's is still at. You know what I'm saying? I got maybe one big homie in this family and his wifey that still stay on the block, but that's because they've been there for generations type of shit. It's a good living situation for them,
I bet.
se.
House paid off.
Well, not even. It's like
That's the way.
in New York, it's more called like rent control. If you've been in a certain spot
Yeah,
for a
right.
certain amount of time, the super or whoever owns that building can't charge you more than what you were paying back in the day, regardless of inflation. Da 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 da. Like my grandmother, her apartment that she's still in, she paid fucking. Let's just say under $500 a month for her apartment in
back
Brooklyn.
in 1990.
Yeah.
Because she's been there longer than anybody in that
yeah.
motherfucker. Almost 60 years, my nigga, she's been in that apartment, bro.
Same price.
That's damn near her building.
Same price. That's crazy.
Exactly. Bro, they
building.
done offered her millions to move out.
Yeah,
I bet.
So they could cop her fucking unit and then the one under her.
He said,
the one
fuck
next
no,
to
this is
her.
my house.
Absolutely.
100%.
You
My
kidding
house.
me?
Generational.
You can take it when I die, motherfucker. And when you die, you ain't gonna take it because it's
generational.
mine.
Nah, for real. But that's what we gotta do more.
Well,
of.
that's the family. But you know what I mean? Like,
We gotta do more of that.
so I can tell you, like, only because of certain circumstances, certain people only stayed on the block because they were too old to progress or too
There you go.
locked into where they were at. Not to say that they weren't doing nothing with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that
comfortable
it
where they at.
No, it just made more sense for where they lived in New York to stay where they at with
right.
what they had
Right.
going. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But everybody else, their kids, everybody else on the block, my homies, the little homies that were coming up behind me, my you know what I'm saying, my homies' big brothers and shit like that, my big bro and shit like that. You know, everybody, nobody's on that block no more.
Yeah, but
They
I see
only
that
come
changing.
back when I come back to go check my grandma.
But that's what I think is changing. I think that because our generation, right, and this generation now has strived for so much, right, and has started to accomplish so much that now you're starting to see them gradually come back. You say, like you said, grandma's house. Where now just you going back in that community is going to bring more people back in that community during that time, and you'll start seeing more big homies coming up on, not necessarily on the block, but being available, right? Because it's not necessarily you have to be there, but now knowing that, hey, man, you're here, but you came from this block, and I have access to you is enough. And I think that that's where our generation is, because I'm seeing, but we have fathers in our generation.
Oh, yeah.
And so you're seeing, once you're a father, and if you're you're a good father, you don't just father one kid, because then they have friends, and then they have and then it becomes, now you're creating that big homie, right? You're creating that system.
It's your own community.
It's your own community. All that starts with a community, right? And that's where a lot of us have broken off to go here. Your family went here. Your family went here, but there's no community that's still been there or been built. And now you're starting to see, like, I'm seeing my son's generation, like, just with my team, bro. There's 8 dads there every day. We don't have a coaching staff, right? Like, yeah, I'm who I am, so it's easy to be out there, but we don't have we have 8 dads that are out there that are teaching.
Yeah.
Like, I might not. There's games I'll go sit in the stands, but like I'm dead serious. Like, we have 8 dads because it's bigger than that. We have.
Oh, yeah.
My son ain't gonna always want to hear nothing from me, but I know these other men's got this.
It helps.
And what'd you just say?
It's a village, man.
My nonprofit is called The Village.
Yep, takes a
That's
village.
what you just said. That's the name of my team.
Takes a
The
village.
And so that's what it's about, dog.
Yeah.
That's what. And now you're gonna. I honestly believe that the kids our age would now start seeing big homies, and you'll start seeing them make that. Make that
makes
adjustment.
a big difference.
Make that
That's
adjustment.
the whole reason they got mentor programs and shit, because that shit helps.
Yeah, 100%. That shit's huge.
Elevate you. Then, yeah, like you said, you're prepared.
Yeah.
When you got someone just giving you game every day on how to handle shit,
Listen.
you step into every situation like, I already know what to do. I'm good.
You're good. It's about getting game, bro, and giving game.
Yep.
Simple.
I can say that's one definite thing we got from the big homie era. We got more dads out of it.
Man, 100%. 100%.
Because I can legit tell you, every one of my homies I grew up with, they fathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Whether they with they
Or
baby
not,
moms
or
or
not.
not.
Yeah.
You know
They're
what I'm
present.
saying?
Yeah, they're
They are
present.
fucking
They're-
fathers.
they-
gotta
Every
be.
single one of them.
100%.
Gotta be.
And they're prideful about it.
Absolutely. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? There's nothing to hide about it. I can say that's definitely what we got out of that, because we can't say with our certain age group, you know what I'm saying, or our age range, there's a lot of fathers that are our age range that are present with their kids, especially with their
doing
sons.
a damn good job.
And also, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't even matter, sons or daughters, you know, just present with
They
their
don't
kids,
highlight
period.
it.
Not at all.
We don't get. I put some.
Not at all.
And it's crazy how the media portrays the baby dad as niggas that is deadbeats because it's not the fucking case.
No, but this is that's because they want to show the deadbeat. But there's way more of us present than anything. But
That might have
Like
been
you
the
said,
case.
it doesn't get
Well,
highlighted.
well, but they're not. I put some up on my social media right the other day, and I was just talking my shit. I was like, bro, I'm a hell of a fucking father, and I said I'm gonna tell myself that because at the end of the day, it ain't about anybody else. I know what the fuck I am. I'm a hell of a dad, and I said any other father, bro, you a hell of a fucking dad, bro. If you was over here, you a hell of a father. We don't hear it. We don't do it, but you are a hell of a father. And we ain't posted here because at the end of the day, we're fathers.
Yeah.
Our shoulders, bro, are built different.
Yeah.
We're built for this shit.
Yeah.
We're built for it.
Take
bro.
on everything.
We're built for it.
Because
That's
you
what-
everything.
we have to
either
check
know
in.
what it's like to be without a father, or you know what it's like to be with a real father.
Man, and listen, I tell my son sometimes, like, the kids that have fathers, they don't understand how fortunate they are because you have
man.
no idea what it is to really not have a. It's different. I'm saying, oh, Dad, I don't want you to come to my school for this play, versus not having an option of your father to be there for you.
Or
Yeah,
having,
you know he won't be
You
there.
know you won't be
You
there.
already
Now
know.
you know
hold
know everything. You're gonna be the one that don't have nobody there.
or hold up, or knowing who your father is and not having him available when you want him.
Yep. Oh,
That's
that's tough.
That you know what I think. I'm
That's
gonna be 100%. I think that's the hardest.
Because that's how bro.
I think that's the hardest because when you know somebody is non-existent, or you make him at some point he's non-existent and he's almost like a figure, and you're just he's gone. My life is used to not being there.
Yeah.
But now when I see you and you pop in and then I don't see you, and now
Yeah.
once you hear it because I know you're available, but then you're not, like mentally that's fucking me up.
And I've heard that from.
That's fucking me up.
I've heard that from.
I'd
a
rather
bunch
you
of
be
kids.
gone than in and out.
But see, the crazy part is, though, with that being said, a lot of times it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
It might not even be the pops' fault.
Not always.
No,
Yep.
100%.
And the child won't never know until they get
Right.
to be an adult, like you and I.
Yeah,
type
you
shit.
know how much I had to go through.
You know what I'm saying?
I pray for 18 all the time. 8 times we keep it bugged. But this is another thing too. As a mother, I ain't finna let you fucking just talk to me.
No.
And even as a father, as a mother, I don't think you should let me talk to you any type of way as far as to the child. Like,
Right.
but at the same time, I'm not finna let you paint no images to my son and not. So if you acting wild, I'm at the point where, hey,
Paint me out.
this is what it is, bro. This ain't me acting this way. You see how this is this is how your mom's acting, or if, in her case, this is how your dad's acting. Now you're old enough to understand this,
I'm not
bro.
gonna say. Yeah.
You're old enough to. You're not painting no picture of me, cause I know at 18 what it is.
Yeah, you know.
Look,
I'm gonna say I know exactly what you're saying,
I grew up in that.
and I won't even explain my situation.
I grew up in that where, you know what I'm saying, growing up.
Don't laugh. It ain't funny.
Yeah,
It ain't funny.
moms and pops had terrible relationships. Nigga, that's why I grew up in New York and came out here. Okay, so you know what I mean. It's hectic, but it's
Shout out to my moms.
you know.
Straight
Shout out to
up.
my moms, bro.
Shout out to the mothers.
Like,
Shout out to the mothers.
Like my
Shout out to all the moms.
Love you, mama.
Like,
Call them right now.
Love you, mama.
Let's call mom right now.
I tell my mom, like,
One phone call away.
I say, my dad was outside. He grew up in a different era.
Yep.
And so everything I seen, my brother seen, my mom endured, she never allowed me to not understand that was my father. She allowed me to understand that he had issues that he had to overcome in life and demons that we all have, bro. And I didn't understand all of them until I became a man and had to go through my own to understand, like, damn, Dad, you just didn't have the same foundation. I had to get over this shit.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But my mom never stopped. I was always my dad. Whenever he was straight, clean, whatever you want to say, he was in the house. And they weren't together. They got divorced when I was 5 years old. But my dad was always had access to me because my mom always said that that's your father. You need your father. He needs to clean up, but you need your father. So she never allowed me to have a bad freaking image or anything other than what I saw in my own eyes. But even after that, what I still saw in my own eyes, she would not allow that to be the picture that I had of my father because she knew anything that he had. And so I tell mom all the time, I'm so appreciative of that because it allowed me to grow as a man. And then when I understood and I talk to my dad about the things, I can have a better understanding of shit because as a man, I know what it is.
Because there's the flip side where the baby moms would be like, man, he ain't shit. Yeah. He don't do nothing.
Bro, my mom never did that. And so for me, like my dad could come back after everything he did in fucking life and been through and be a fucking dad with open fucking arms, and I could still love my dad and understand that, like, yo, like, my mom, for some reason, if my mom can forgive, if my mom could be open, my mom can understand the importance that you mean, and I'm looking like I don't understand, but you do, then there's a reason. And when I was 24, 25, I'm like, damn, Pop's like, shit. Like, my dad got my mom pregnant at 20, 22, right? And my other brother, 22, like, during that year, he outside, like, he in the military outside, like, I know you outside wilding. Like, I know what it's like for me. I could imagine being 22 with a kid. I was, what? Like I understand more. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm cool. But I don't understand it's right, but I understand more because you, as a man, I understand what that feeling is. You know what I'm saying? And so I could appreciate certain addictions, right? Like my dad had, right? I can understand
just certain situations.
But I can understand where it came from, dog. Because in life, you understand, like, okay, if you don't have the right surroundings, the big homies, people around you, this can go left or this can go right? So I understand how you went right or left that, and I appreciate it. My mom always made sure that no matter what, my dad was always a fucking superhero, dog.
But like you said, if you don't have the foundation, you don't know what you don't know.
Hey, Superman.
And then you just gotta deal with shit the way that you feel you should deal with it. But if no one gives you that game, like we was talking about, that shit, you're gonna fuck up here and there.
Bro,
and that's what happens.
You're going to Superman, bro. Like,
yeah, you're gonna fuck up sometimes.
My dad was a superhero. With all his shit at the end of the day when he left this earth, I understood that he was a superhero, dog. And my mom has always been a superhero, but I understood that he's a superhero. Without my mom, I would have never been able to understand that. Never. So that's what that shit hit for me, dog. It hit different for me in that type of shit because as a man and raising young men, like, it's very important that the mom and the father have a very good balance because in order for the kid to get where he needs to be, he needs both. He needs the dad to be able to be a dad, and then the mom to be able to fulfill her part of it, and still be able to.
That's the balance.
It's the balance. The balance is key, but it's hard. It's hard to get there because as a man and as women, we have emotion, right? Like that is what it is. But for our kids' sake, like the best thing we can do is figure that out because we're trying to raise successful men and women. You know, like regardless, that's what we're trying to raise, dog. And it's a tough one because we got egos, but
definitely,
you know. But fuck that, like.
So true. And only man can raise men.
Yes, man. That's 100%.
Say it again. Say it in the mic.
That's 100%.
Say it in the mic.
Only man can raise men.
That's 100%. That's 100%. You don't know what it look like.
Hey, appreciate you, famo.
Thanks for coming out.
That's one of my first podcasts.
Oh, hold on. Before you didn't cut it yet, right?
No.
I drank this motherfucker too.
So,
by the way, this shit was hit, dog.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot though.
Talk to me.
Cause you've been hooping professionally. What you said? 16 years now?
15.
Crazy. All right, so give me top 3 players that you played against or with, and then give me your top 5 favorite players of all time, or if you want to do a top starting 5, either one.
Okay. Top 3 I played with or against. That's tough. So
okay,
play with. You gotta give me played with or played against.
Give me 2 that you played with, 2 that you played against.
KD.
Okay.
KD was different in OKC.
Okay.
He was different.
Okay.
I think honestly, one of the greatest performances I saw in like year was Kemba Walker, right?
Okay.
That year in Charlotte, in Charlotte was crazy. That year in Charlotte was crazy. So like to see that was nuts.
Okay.
To see that was.
I'm glad we talking players because you still owe me a stink ass.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get back to that too. I'm gonna get back.
All right, and then 2 players you played against, and then your top 5 favorite players or your top starting 5, either one.
Played against. That was KD too. I was a part of it. Okay, this is a game, bro.
So KD's that dude then, right?
No, and D Rose.
He's that dude?
D Rose. D Rose. D Rose.
12,
Yeah, I played against D Rose in high school, college, and in the league. Different.
That's like
Yeah.
2010.
Okay.
Different. But KD, I was part of a Denver team, and KD had like 40. Russ had like 40. KD had like 45. Russ had like 40 something, and like Serge Ibaka had a triple double. That was the crazy, and I was sitting on the bench in amazement, like everybody. and the way.
Listen. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. If you are in the NBA and riding the bench, guess what? You are still in the fucking NBA. I give a fuck.
Hey, but listen, what I'm trying to tell you, I witnessed. Whoever said courtside seat was exactly what it is.
He said that was a show.
If we went up by 25, I wasn't playing. Like, that's just what it was. But KD and Russ were talking so crazy to Ty and Aaron Aflalo.
And Aflalo, bro, they got out of Aflalo.
Because
what they say? What they say?
It was just wild because they had 40 to triple double, and I remember like Ty and Aaron were talking trash to each other before because they both partners with Ty's cool with KD. Yeah. Aaron's cool with
everybody from Cali.
With Russ because they went to school together.
Yep.
Man, they came out there and tore. It's on. If you go on YouTube, type in like KD and Russ's 40 and Serge Ibaka's triple double, and you're gonna see how crazy it looks. It was video game.
Hold on. You say you got into the league at what year?
2011 lockout year.
Okay.
11, 12.
Damn.
Lockout year. Lockout year. Yeah.
When we made what's the name be
we lost
the head of team management.
Who?
And then Jaylen Brown came and took it over after that.
What are you talking?
No, my lockout year was we lost to the Lakers in the first round of the playoffs when they had Meta World Peace. That's when they lost to OKC. OKC I think lost to Miami.
I want to thank my therapist.
Next year we lost to Golden State. The year before.
I'm talking about the player rep for the.
So hold on.
Those niggas lost.
I played a little bit of the playoffs, and that one hurt.
He said I played 12.
So
I'm a point guard, and they were just like, Coach Carr was like, go guard Steph. So I'm just chasing Steph.
Lock him down,
but then,
bro,
like on offense, I'm a point guard. He's like, go below the defense. You don't touch the ball offense. You go below the basket. I didn't drive to the basket. I was playing like Rudy Gobert. I was below the basket. Like my job was you exert no energy on offense, and you just one step into the ball. You just all step. I promise you. I feel so weak.
Those niggas lost.
I body you up just enough for the switch, and then I go to the fucking perimeter.
I didn't even do that. I didn't set screens. I was like standing out of bed. I was damn near like if it goes like.
Do you got a jumper though at least?
Yo, it's funny.
I do now. I shot great in Charlotte.
What was your jumpers wet?
I shot great in Charlotte.
You don't have to set a lot of picks.
It's funny shit. So you play? You didn't play when Chauncey was back here.
Nah, Mr. Big Show. He was already.
I left the year after Melo trade, so I came in like.
Oh, after
he went to New York.
Yo, that's my.
So the Nuggets.
I was there. The epic Melo Gallo game in New York.
Contrary to these niggas.
Danilo Gallinari from here.
I'm a Knicks fan, hardcore, my nigga, die hard. Like
I heard that
I heard that
right now when you said that.
I cried back in the day when them niggas lost to San Antonio and got they ass beat.
Yeah.
I cried during those ass whoopers, bro.
He was super mad at Carmelo.
Why you doing my niggas like that? Like, yeah,
because the Spurs were nice.
Yo. The Admirals, bro.
He hated Tony Parker.
Come on.
No, it was before Parker. It was Ginobili.
It was
Terry. It was Duncan his fucking freshman year.
It was Bruce Bowen. It was Robinson. They were different.
Yo, it was.
So you like the Knicks now? That's a fact. You like the Knicks now?
Hold up.
You like the Knicks now?
I've always liked.
No, I'm saying, do you like their team now?
Yes, but I think they needed
Let me talk.
Oh, that's why you don't like Jordan,
Let me
huh?
talk.
Because you're a Knicks fan. It makes sense.
No.
It
Don't
makes
talk to this guy.
sense.
Don't talk to this guy.
So who's the greatest player to you?
Don't talk to this guy. Don't talk to this guy.
I'm being for real. No.
Hold up. We're not talking to this guy.
I feel like he has a blast. This
guy is blasphemy.
Okay.
He's got a wild checklist.
Who has 11 championships?
Stop it. Oh,
Bill Russell?
Here we go.
Hey, he's the greatest of all time. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not.
Yes.
Hold up. So let's.
So you
back
measure
up.
by championship.
We go by rings and things. That's what everybody's told
Rings
me
and
my whole
things.
life.
All right, bet. So hold on. Let's back up.
But you said Barry Sanders is the best running back.
asked
He don't
me
have a ring.
question. Stop
He played for the Lions.
Now we switching. Stop
I'm just
it.
saying. He said rings matter.
Yo, this guy's wild. This guy is wild.
He said rings matter.
There's
Yo.
exceptions.
Giants fans.
There's exceptions to every rule.
So my man is Uncle Ruckus, bro. This
Okay.
hey,
That make
if
sense.
that's it, all right, bet.
All right.
So back to the Knicks.
That might be true.
I am.
John Starks is my favorite point guard.
Stop. Just stop. We got it.
He was playing point guard.
No, that's a.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Big John Starkey?
He was not playing point guard, nigga.
He was the one as far as
it.
everyone was concerned on the New York Knicks.
No, he might have brought. All right,
Who was he matching up with?
Stop. He just thinking of
The mismatch.
This
was he
guy is a
checking?
Nuggets fan.
Because he's dribbling the ball down.
Look, this guy is Nick Van Exel and all them. You know what I'm
I'm Ty
saying?
Lawson, B.
Hey, Nick Van Exel was cold.
I bet, but it's
Nick
not
Van
the Knicks.
Exel.
You
It's
talking
not.
about the bug-eyed assassin right
Nick
now?
Van Exel
This
was
nigga
nice.
know more about Nick Van Exel than the Knicks.
I do
you
know
feel
more
me?
about the Nuggets.
Okay, so let's get back to on task here.
Big John Starks was still a point guard.
Stop it. Get out of here. You can't tell me
So
more
now-
about John Starks because I mimic my whole
We're going
fucking
on a tangent
free
now.
throw
I just wanted
behind that
your top
nigga's free
five.
throw.
So
Of all time.
That's all I wanted.
is Steph Curry a 1 or a 2?
Stop. He asked me
No,
a
he's a
question.
modern. He's gonna go down as a modern day one, but
Big John Starks started that shit.
No.
So hold on.
The
Stop.
1-2.
You entertaining this guy. That's what's
I'm not.
making it work.
I stopped a long
Shut
time
up.
ago.
So I am not happy with the current Knicks. I was more happy before the cat trade.
You were happy when they got rid of Randall.
I was absolutely. I was happy when they got rid of
You've
bum
been
ass
saying all we
Randall.
need is
Why?
Embiid.
Why?
Because Julius was a joke.
Why couldn't you bring
Hold on,
Julius?
hold on.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
You see Mikal Bridges jumping?
My nigga, I'm not.
it's special.
Listen here. Shh. I am not disrespecting Randall's game because my nigga, that nigga's in the league and my black ass is over here on the couch.
Sure,
all
when he's
right.
healthy.
I'm not disrespecting that nigga's fucking game.
I know. I can say.
But to play for the Knicks and to play for New York, my nigga, regardless of Brooklyn being just the new niggas on the block, and that's still New Jersey Nets to me. All right, they'll never get
They'll never
Brooklyn
Wasn't he
to
an
me.
All-Star a couple years ago?
Listen, let me talk.
Yeah.
3 times.
Because he was the only nigga on the Knicks making fucking moves at the time. And the Knicks being relevant in the All-Star game is a better fucking
So
All-Star
he
game.
can't be Charles Oakley. He can't be a better version of Charles Oakley.
Listen to me. When he needed to be available, he wasn't available.
Respect that. I respect that. I
And
respect that.
let Jalen Brunson fucking move up on his team.
Julius Randle.
So why he can't be productive coming off the bench or be a Charles Oakley type of guy, but better?
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, we can keep going, but
I'm not saying that.
We appreciate your time.
Julius Randle.
Stop it. I'm not saying that.
This is going nowhere.
Julius Randle was supposed to be the star of the team. Yeah, I love it.
Like the Knicks.
Julius Randle was
Yeah,
supposed to be the star of the team, my guy.
That was crazy.
He was supposed. No, come on.
No, he was, but
got hurt.
Let's
if he
get
got
that
hurt.
straight. When
But
he got
hurt.
traded from the Lakers, he was
So
supposed to
who's
be
your
the star
number
of
two
the
right
team.
now? Because that ain't it.
So hold on.
My number 2 on what?
On the Knicks. Who's the number 2 right now on the Knicks?
He's gone. For me personally, he's going.
Who's number two on it? Who's the number two?
DiVincenzo.
Please tell. I can't wait to hear your.
Hartenstein?
Hartenstein was my number 2.
Who's your number 2 in the Knicks right now?
Right now is Hart.
Josh Hart.
That's a problem.
So
that's my number 2 player on the Knicks right now because
it's impossible to edit.
I'm not sold on the
None of
cat
this
trade.
is being kept.
We're just bullshit.
Goodbye, everybody.
Anunoby.
Whatever. You can take
Fuck you, Cheesebags.
Anunoby's your number 2. You guys got a bunch of non-number 2 options.
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. Theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.
Season 3 of You and Me, Kid is brought to you by Seattle Sperm Bank. If you're planning to become a single parent by choice, you know this journey can be both exciting and daunting. That's where Seattle Sperm Bank comes in. They've got an amazing selection of donors and a super supportive team ready to help you find the right match. They were so warm, helpful, and kind to me as I picked my donor. I cannot recommend them enough. From the screening process to all the resources they offer, I really felt like I had an expert partner through the whole process. For my listeners who want to check them out, head to seattlespermbank.com and grab a free all-access pass using the code YouAndMeKid to start your search today.
The Rodecaster Pro 2 is the world's most powerful all-in-one audio solution for all types of creators, including podcasters. Graffiti and Julius use one at the Plug. It offers studio-quality audio and revolutionary features for creators. While being incredibly easy to use, Rodecaster Pro 2, all-in-one production solution for podcasting. It's on sales for $690 right now, and there's a link in this episode description. Check it out.